second grade. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but this math has been so challenging and making my brain work really hard. How about you all? Yeah? Well, it's only going to get more exciting and more challenging as we try a new tool to help us solve adding these two-digit numbers. Yesterday, we used our base 10 models to solve. Today, we are using a number line. But first, we're going to take a picture of we're going to take a little sneak peek at some number lines and think about them a little bit deeper. Let's go ahead and get our targets ready, and then we're going to dive right in. I can add two-digit numbers using a number line. So before we go ahead and start solving some problems, I want to show you two number lines, and I want to think about what do you notice, okay? So I've got two number lines up here. And I want you to think, what do you notice about these two number lines? All right, let's take a peek. Ooh, we might need to zoom on in. Take a peek at this one. I'm going to show it to you nice and close, and then I'll tape it up. How's that sound? What do you notice about this number line? What do you notice about it? Starts at 0. Makes a big jump to 13. Makes 12 little jumps to 25. It includes all of our numbers from 0 to 25. Interesting. Okay. What do you notice about this number line? Sorry, guys. I should have showed them to you before I taped them up. What do you notice about this one? Starts at 13. What else do you notice? Makes a big jump of 10. Doesn't include lots of the little numbers, does it? Makes another jump of 2 to the number 25. So how are these two number lines similar? They're starting at 13. They're jumping 12 to get to 25. They're both getting to number 25. This one's making lots of little jumps. This one's making the big jumps. So they made little jumps to 12. They made a 10 and 2. Can I talk to you a little bit more about these? This over here is called an open number line. Can you all say that with me? Open number line. An open number line is very similar to a number line, but it is a little different in the way that an open number line doesn't include all the numbers, okay? So when we use an open number line, we have to understand something really important. We have to understand that even though we're starting at the number 13, we still know that this 13 has lots of numbers before that. Just like this one. We didn't jump or we didn't do anything with these numbers before 13 on this one, right? We're at 0 and we started at 13 to solve the problem. We made a big jump to get to 13 first. But we can also just start at 13 and know that that includes 13 and all the numbers before that with that open number line, because it has that little arrow there that tells us that there's lots of numbers before that, and we know that we're including those in our work. An open number line helps us make those big jumps, right? So we can make a big jump of 10 because we know what plus 10 equals. We just a couple of days ago added 10 to any number, didn't we? And we noticed that our tens place changed and our ones place stayed the same. We can use that knowledge to help us make a big jump of 10 to solve that. We can also make another little jump and not include every little step along the way. That's the benefit of that open number line. It helps us represent our mental thinking. A lot of us in second grade already know how to make a friendly number. 10 is a friend. And we know that we can make a jump of 10 or a multiple of 10 jump to help us solve this quickly. And we can do that in our heads, but when it comes to putting it on paper, it's hard to show that. So an open number line is a way for us to show those mental strategies on paper so we can represent it. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? We're going to practice using these open number lines today. Now, if you still need to use this other one, that's fine. In fact, we're actually going to show those today and make some connections. But I want to push you, just like before when we were using our 10s and our 1s, our base 10 blocks, just like we were shooting for that most efficient strategy with those, I'm going to be pushing you to that most efficient strategy with these two. What's quick, what's in a snap, and what is accurate. So let's go ahead and take a peek at this one. And yes, friends, those numbers are right. They're the same ones we did with our base 10 blocks yesterday. So we'll be able to look at those and make those connections today. Let's go ahead and get started. Remember, we're using an open number line to help us solve this problem. 23 plus 25 equals blank. Now I'm going to start you off and I'm going to tell you. When we draw our number line, we're drawing a nice, strong line. And we're going to write our line through it. And we're going to write our starting number underneath of that little spot. That's a good way to get started. And it's a good way. And remember, if you are making those little jumps, that you're giving a little finger space in between so you have room to write those numbers. All right, go ahead. Show me how you're going to solve those problems. Number line. Look at those straight lines. Are you using your lines at home to help you write those number lines? Okay, good work. Show me what you can do. What number did you start with? Why that number? Okay, and so what were you going to do next? Which direction are you going? What, are you going left or are you going right? Why are you going that way? Because you're at a smaller number, you're going to a bigger number. Wonderful. And what jump are you going to make to get to that bigger number? And why is that? And how do you know that that's going to be where you're going to land? Which place changed? Awesome. Okay, friends, coming together. Remember, if you're at home or you're even in the classroom and you need to pause this video so you have more time to think, please feel free to do that. Okay, we have a couple different ways to show. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and start right here. Why did you start at 25? Because that was the bigger number. So you're saying I can start at 25 and not start at 23 because they're adding, and we can flip-flop ththose adding ones, those addition sentences, can't we? Those add-ins. Okay, so what are you going to do next? You are going to make little jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you're at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Whew. Are you tired? Yeah. But which way are you going? This is what I love about what you were doing. When you're writing your number line, you're starting with the smaller number here, and you're going to bigger numbers. So you're going this way. So what did you do first? You started jumping, okay? So you jumped 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what'd you land on when you jumped 10? 35, okay? And what are you going to do next? Jump 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you land on 45. And why are you jumping 2 10s? Because in 23, there are 2 10s. That makes sense. And what are you going to do next? 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right. And you landed on 48. So you had 25 plus 23 equals 48. Okay. Friends, are we using a number line? Absolutely. Is it an open number line? No. Is that okay? It is. Can we show an open number line doing the same thing? Share with us what you did, my love. Okay. Number line. Where'd you start? 25. Which way did you go? Zoop. Right. Yes. Like you're reading a book. Starting on this side, going that way. What are you going to do first? Make a big jump of 10. And how do you know which number you land on when you make that big jump of 10? How did you know you were landing on 35? Because 2 10s and 1 10 equals 3 10s. 5 1s, 0 1s still makes 5 1s. Okay, and what did you do next? Another jump of 10. And what did you land on? 45. 10's place changed. 1's place didn't. Okay, and what did you do next? 46, 47, 48. You added 3 more. Is this an open number line? It is. How is it similar to this number line? There's lots of things that are similar, isn't it? Yes. They both made 2 jumps of 10. They both made 3. They both landed on 48. Absolutely. They both go the same direction? Yeah. The same hops. Just one big hop of 10, 10 little hops of 1. Right? So when I'm thinking about this work, we're making a 10, and then we've got our 3 1s. 1, 2, 3. Same thing here. They just did 10 little jumps. So there's that 10, the 10, and then the 1, 2, and 3. Thinking about making that connection. So let's take a peek at this work that we did yesterday. Starting at 25, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48. Do you see that? Absolutely. Very similar work from here to these number lines, right? That orange, when we were looking at our number, when we were looking at our, using that as our base 10, it looked a little trickier. But when we make that connection to our number line, all of a sudden it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Absolutely. They're making those big jumps to those friendly numbers using those 10s. So let's go ahead and solve another way, and I really want to challenge you to use that open number line this time. So if you made those little jumps, can you make a big jump on the next one? Your next problem is 36 plus 28. 36 plus 28. How can you use your number line to solve this problem? Okay, so when we're solving our 36 plus 28, where are we going to start? 36. Okay, and when we start at 36, what are we going to do? We're going to jump a 10. When we jump a 10, what do we land on? 46. And what are we going to do next? Okay, we're going to jump 10 more. And why 10 more? Because we're adding 28, right? So if we're adding 28, how many 10s do we need to add? We need to add 2 10s. So when we add that second 10, what do we land on? 56. And then what are we going to do? Ooh, why did you add 4? Because it got you to 60. And why would you want to get to 60? Because it's that friendly number. So now we've gone 10, 20, 24, and what do we need to do? We need to go 4 more. And when we go to 4 more, we land on 64. So when we have our 36 and we add 28, we get to 64. Tell me again, why did we jump a 4 and a 4? Why did we decompose the 8 ones into 2 4s? Because it helped us get to those friendly number, right? Going to that friendly number is so helpful when we're adding on the number line especially. What else what's another way we can use this number line to help us solve adding these two numbers together? I can also start at 28. And if I start at 28, what do I want to do first? Ooh, why did you jump 2? Because it got you to 30. And 30 is a 10, absolutely. And what are you going to do next? Ooh, tell me why you're going to make a big jump of 30. Takes us back to the beginning of the week, doesn't it? Because we're adding 36 to 28, and so we have our 3 10s that we need to add. So if I add 30 to 30, what am I going to have? 60, because 3 10s plus 3 10s is 6 10s, and 6 10s is 60. What else do I need to do now? Tell me why I'm going to add 4. Because I'm decomposing my 6, right? So I already took 2, so I've added 32, but this is 36. So I need to take away 4, or I need to add 4 more to get to add 36. 2 plus 30 plus 4 is 36, which gets me to the number 64. You have some independent practice to work on today using these number lines to help you add 2 two-digit numbers. I look forward to seeing what you do. Bye-bye.